Welcome back to the class. This is the last video. In this we'll discuss about the characteristics of a plane mirror. So when you place an object in front of the mirror, how does it looks and what type of image we get, that points we'll discuss. Before going to discuss these characteristics, we have to discuss a small point. For example, this is the mirror. Take an object and you place this object which is touching to the mirror, and if you observe the size of the object and the image of this pen which is formed in the mirror, both are same. For the plane mirrors, size of the object and the size of the image both are same. So when you place an object in front of the mirror which is touching to the mirror, you will get the same. And slowly from this mirror, slowly you move the pen towards your eye. Like this. Towards your eye. When you move this pen towards your eye, if you observe, there is a change in the image of a pen in the mirror, means the size is gradually decreasing. And I feel that the size of this pen is gradually increasing. Why does it happen? What is the reason behind this? Once again, when you place an object which is touching to the mirror, both are same. But if I move this pen from this mirror towards to my eye, then there is a change in the image of the pen in the mirror. Means the image is gradually decreasing. At the same time, to my eye, the size of this pen is increasing. For my eye, it seems to be increasing in the size. So what is the reason for this? Just I will draw the ray diagram. Suppose there is an object. So if two persons are observing an object with different distances, by standing at different distances, one person is here and one of the person is here, very back, long distance. So the rays from this object making an angle to the observer 1. So here we get some angle, and from this object again the rays are reaching to the second observer. Here also we get some angle. So here when you compare to the angles, here this in the second case angle is very small. Due to the small angle, these rays forms a small angle to the observer of an eye. Due to that object appears small for this person. And for the first person, it forms an angle, larger angle to the eye of an observer. Due to this reason, for this person, this object appears large. That object appears large. So based on these angles, the object appears either it is increasing or decreasing. So the same concept if you apply to that when you place an object in front of the mirror. So when you move here, when you move to my eye, this pen makes smaller, this makes a larger angle. So due to that larger angle, for my eye, this pen appears bigger in size. But coming to the size of the image of the pen to my eye, then it forms a smaller angle. Due to that reason, for my eye, the pen appears in the mirror is small, or otherwise the size is decreasing. Next, always we get the first one what we discussed, the size of the object is equal to the size of the image, and always we get the virtual image. We have the two types of images. Images are of two types. They are Real images and virtual images. What are real images? Suppose if there is an object. From the object, the rays are reaching to your eye. So, when the rays are reaching, there if you place an object, a screen, if you place a screen, then you can catch that object, like a candle flame by pinhole camera. So you can catch the image of an object on the screen. In this case, this is an object. From the light, a tubelight or any source, the light rays falls on this object. From this object, the rays are reflected. When the reflected rays are reaches to our eye, then we can see the object. So where the reflected rays are taking place, at that place, if you place a screen, paper or anything, you can catch that image on that screen. Such type of images are known as real images. Real images are formed due to the converging of light rays. Due to the converging means all the reflected light rays will meet at one point. Here from the object, all the light rays, 1 minute. From this object, all the reflecting light rays will meet at one point. All the reflecting rays are meeting at one point. Due to that, at this place, when you place a screen, you can get it. So here all the rays are converging from the different places. All these rays are meeting at one point. That will call it as converging rays. Now coming to the virtual rays. Virtual rays means actually the reflected rays will not meet. Just now we discussed, when you place, suppose this is the mirror. When you place an object in front of the mirror, then the rays from the object reflected. So these reflected rays are diverging only. These reflecting rays are diverging only. So diverging rays will not meet. If the reflecting rays are converged, we will get real image. If the reflecting rays are diverging, like in mirrors, then we get the virtual images. Actually, these reflecting rays will not meet. They are diverging. So these diverging rays, when you observe, they appear to be coming at one point. So that point will get the image. So that's when you stand in front of the mirror, you will not get image on the mirror. At what distance you are standing, at that much distance behind the mirror, you will get the image due to the virtual image. For the real image, all the reflected rays will converge. For the virtual image, all the reflected rays are diverging. Diverging means deviating in the different directions. So when it deviates, we can't get the image. So what are the examples of real and virtual images? Real images means whatever you can see the movies, theaters, in the theaters movies, we can catching the movies on the screen. So that is the example of real image. Virtual images means image on image by using the mirrors. Next, here real images due to the converging of reflected rays, due to the diverging of the reflected rays. Important question for 2 marks. Write the differences between real images and virtual images. Now last point, characteristics of an image by plane mirror. Plane mirror, always the size of the object is equal to the size of the image, and we get always our image is lateral inversion. Left is right, right is left. Left hand is right hand, like that we get. Why does we get such type of lateral inversion image? By using the plane mirror. That also I will explain. Suppose this is the plane mirror, and this is the reflecting surface. In front of the mirror, if a person stands, and this is the, suppose if I stand and this is my right ear and this is my left ear. When I observe in the mirror, it is inverse, lateral inverse. Lateral inversion means top, bottom, that are same, but left is right, right is left. It appears like that. So when the light ray falls from any source, either the tube light or the from sunlight, light rays falls on me, and my body is an opaque object. From my body, from the different sources, if light falls, 1 minute. If light falls, then immediately from my ear the light ray reflects. When it reflects, you can get the image in the mirror. Again here also you will get the same left to right. For this position, you take, this is the right and this is the left in the image. Actually, when the light ray falls on us and from our body light reflects, and our brain receiving that this light ray is coming from the mirror, from this path, and if you extend this diverging ray will meet at this point. But our brain receives that this ray is coming from the left part of the eye. Due to that reason, always we get the lateral inversion. Due to that, we get always lateral inversion. So, I discussed the 3 points. Always we get virtual images, lateral inversion, and the size of the object is equals to size of the image. Even alphabetical letters also, some letters when you observe through the mirror, you can get different shapes. For example, did you observe or not? I think you might have observed this. Ambulance, in that the letters are written in the reverse order. Why? Because if any person, ambulance means very urgent patients, so to give the way to the ambulance, those are traveling by the vehicles. When they observe through the mirrors, due to the lateral inversion, for that persons, these what are the letters are written reverse on the ambulance. For the persons, other persons who are observing the ambulance, for them it appear in a proper way, So because of that, the letters are written in a reverse order on the ambulance, means on the glass of doors. So this is about reflection of light curved surface, plane surfaces. So next video will discuss about the question and answers. Thank you.